Honestly, like, I do not know how to feel right now. Somebody please tell me how to feel! So I just walked into the house not even an hour ago from seeing Avengers Endgame, the sequel to Avengers Infinity War. And I'm just like, I can't believe we are finally at this moment. Since 2008, 22 films, over 11 years, we are finally at the end game. And when I came home, I just sat in the bed for a bit, just trying to think what I'm gonna say for this video. And then eventually I propped up my camera, and now I'm like, I still don't know what I'm gonna say. Like I said, I do not know how I feel about this movie. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all. It's just my emotions are just so all over the place right now. And not even in the way that I was expecting it to. But I will say, where Infinity War was definitely the story of Thanos, Avengers Endgame is not. Avengers Endgame is an Avengers movie. More specifically, it's the story of the original A6. And this movie was a way more character-driven movie than Infinity War was. And with that said, like, if you haven't seen Avengers Infinity War, or if you haven't seen all of the Marvel movies going up to this point, or you've only seen a couple of the Marvel movies, like, this movie is not for you at all. Both Infinity War and Endgame make the assumption that you've been following the MCU from the beginning. And there are a lot of callbacks and Easter eggs that you just won't appreciate or even understand if you haven't seen all the other movies from Iron Man up to now. Before I get into all that though, like, one of my biggest concerns with every movie is basically they show you the whole movie in the trailer, or they show you a lot of the cool moments in the trailer. For example, take Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, when they showed the T-Rex rescuing our protagonist. I'm like, I wish they didn't show that in the trailer. Or take like BVS, the whole Doomsday stuff that happens at the end. I wish they didn't show that in the trailer. Or Spider-Man Homecoming, where Iron Man rescues Peter Parker from saving that boat. I wish they didn't show that in the trailer. Or a lot of other movies that they'll either show you the whole movie in the trailer, like Hobbs and Shaw, or they show you some really cool moments. I gotta say kudos to the entire team for Avengers Endgame. They didn't do that at all. Like, they basically showed you what the overall story of this movie was, but the trailers were super vague. And thank God, because boy, does this movie take you on a roller coaster ride. This movie is 3 hours and 1 minute long, and it does not feel like that at all. Like, I was not bored through any of this movie. And if we're being honest, if they added another half an hour to this movie, I wouldn't complain not one bit. Like, I made sure my bladder was empty before I got into theaters. And truth of the matter is, I kind of wish they did add another half an hour to this movie, because when you get to the ending, again, no spoilers, but I had a lot of questions when it came to the end that they're gonna have to answer in the future movies, but I kind of wish they answered it in this movie. Overall though, if you can't tell, I gotta say I really enjoyed this movie. There were moments that I cheered. There were moments that I got so quiet that you thought I was watching A Quiet Place all over again. And there was a moment in this movie that if you saw this movie, you know what I'm talking about, that I had to look down at myself and go, oh my God, am I premature ejaculate? Oh my God, yes I am, because it was so epic and I got so excited. Clean up on row G, seat 6. But like I mentioned above, this movie was definitely the movie of the original A6. I know one of the complaints from Avengers Infinity War was that there wasn't a whole lot of Captain America in that movie, but you don't have to worry about that problem at all in this movie. And I swear, if you didn't know this already, Chris Evans owns the hell out of Steve Rogers. Like, he is fan-freaking-tastic in this role. Also, this movie really made me feel for Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye, Clint Barton. Like, for the most part, I would say he's probably everyone's least favorite Avenger, and I don't think that's any fault of his own, because for the most part, they haven't really given his character anything to do. And in addition to that, like, take Black Widow for an example, a lot of people really like and latched on to Black Widow's character because she was the co-lead in Captain America Winter Soldier. And in all the Avengers movies, they gave her things to do. But aside from revealing that Clint has a family and a farm in Age of Ultron, he never really had anything to do in all the Avengers movies, nor did he have a cameo or a role in any of the other movies. Like, he is a SHIELD agent. Winter Soldier was about the downfall of SHIELD, but yeah, he wasn't in that movie, and you would think he would have been in that movie, but he wasn't. And he wasn't in Infinity War. Hell, even Falcon got to appear in a cameo in Ant-Man. Doctor Strange got to appear in a cameo in Thor Ragnarok. Poor Hawkeye. But for this movie, not poor Hawkeye at all. Like, this movie made me way more excited about the solo Hawkeye series that's coming for Disney Plus than I was when it was previously announced like a couple weeks ago. In this review, I'm trying to to basically stick with what's known from the trailers because, again, the trailers were super vague, and I really appreciate that. But there are a lot of moments that I want to talk about that I can't, so I'm definitely going to have to do a spoiler review in the future. But all I can say with regards to Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, and I think I said this in my spoiler and non-spoiler review for Captain Marvel. If you haven't seen that, check that out. But I did say about Captain Marvel that I was hoping that after this movie, I felt about Captain Marvel how I felt about Doctor Strange when he appeared in Thor Ragnarok and when he appeared in Infinity War. Like, especially after Infinity War. Like, I love Doctor Strange's character. But after seeing this movie, I'm just like, yeah, I'm still whelmed by Captain Marvel. And I'm a little disappointed by that because I was hoping I wouldn't be. But I can say yes. If you had any doubts that she was the strongest Avenger after seeing her solo movie, then this movie definitely confirms that yes, she is indeed the strongest Avenger. The direction they take Bruce Banner, Hulk's character in this movie was very interesting and something I wasn't expecting. However, part of me was just like, I don't know if I actually like this. Because yeah, in the beginning, I'm like, this is actually pretty cool. But then I'm just like, I kind of want more from this. But yeah, I know I'm being completely vague, which I'm trying to be because again, I'm just trying to stick to what we know from the trailers. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this movie. But yeah, where it ended, it definitely left me with a lot of questions. But if I had to rate whether I enjoyed this or Infinity War more, I think I would have to say that I enjoyed Infinity War more than I enjoyed this. But that's not to say that I didn't enjoy this movie. Granted, I didn't have a YouTube channel when Infinity War came out, but if I had to rate Infinity War, I would give Infinity War a United States of Smash! And I would say Avengers Endgame made me super moist, which is higher than regular moist, but not as high as United States of Smash. Also, what am I talking about? If you don't know my rating system, just check out the description box below for an explanation of it. But yeah, did you see Avengers Endgame? What did you think of Avengers Endgame? Let me know down in the comment section below. No spoilers. Also, check out my Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Links for that will be in the description box below. Please be sure to hit the thumbs up and like this video to really help out the channel. Also, while you're at it, be sure to check out my other videos on this channel. And if you like what you see, please subscribe for more. And be on the lookout for a spoiler-filled discussion video coming in a couple of days. And as always, I'll catch you guys next time.